Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let me ask you a question. What is the true worth of a home? It's more than walls and a roof. It is more than furniture and design. A home is a sanctuary. It is the first battlefield of your peace, your energy, your purpose. And yet, too many of us leave it wide open, not just to physical danger, but to invisible forces that seek to rob us of our clarity, our unity, and our growth. Every day, negative energies, harmful influences, toxic behaviors, and unseen forces look for an open door. And if you're not guarding your gate, they'll walk right in and sit at your table. So I came here to empower you, to give you tools, not theory. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to be aware. And once you are aware, you must be intentional, because homes don't protect themselves. They are protected by the habits of the people who live in them. And so today, I want to share with you 3 daily rituals. Simple, powerful, and transformative. These are not just routines, they are spiritual disciplines. Do them consistently, and your home will not just be safe. It will become a fortress of peace, clarity, and elevation. Ritual #1. The ritual of morning alignment. The first 30 minutes of your day determine the atmosphere of your home. Before the noise begins, before the screens light up, center yourself, enter silence, breathe deeply, set your intention. Speak words of peace, protection, and purpose over your space. Why? Because energy follows attention. When your energy is clear, the environment aligns. When you begin with focus, negativity loses its grip. This ritual is not about rushing out of bed and running into chaos. It's about creating spiritual gravity so that peace settles in your walls and doesn't leave when the world gets loud. Ritual #2. The ritual of energy cleansing. Every home absorbs energy, arguments, stress, even the silent weight of emotional residue. Just like you clean the floor, you must also clean the energy. How? Through sound, scent, and presence. Play calming frequencies or soft, harmonious music. Light a candle or incense with intention, not for aroma, but for atmosphere. Walk through your space slowly with focus. Release tension. Speak positive affirmations into every room. Energy is real, and unless you cleanse what no longer serves, it will accumulate, and it will speak in anxiety, restlessness, and conflict. Ritual #3. The ritual of unified reflection. Each evening, gather, even for 5 minutes. Whether with family or by yourself, reflect. What energies entered the home today? What uplifted you? What drained you? This ritual brings awareness. It creates unity. And most importantly, it teaches your home to breathe, to release the day and prepare for rest. This is your moment to reset, to affirm that nothing dark, chaotic, or divisive is allowed to stay the night. You're not just cleaning your mind, you're purifying the vibration of your home. Now, if you can commit to these 3 rituals, consistently, intentionally, powerfully, you will notice a shift, not just in your home, but in your life. My friends, your home is sacred ground, but sacredness must be guarded. These rituals are not superstition. They are strategic living. They are your declaration that chaos has no place here, fear has no authority here, and negativity has no home here. Start today, begin now, because when your home is strong, your mind is clear. And when your mind is clear, your purpose becomes unstoppable. Protect your home, and you protect your future. When it comes to protecting what matters most in our lives, whether it's our homes, our peace of mind, or our relationships, there is one truth that stands above all else. Real protection does not come from one big action or a sudden burst of effort. It comes from the small, steady steps we take every single day. It is not about what you do once in a while, but what you do consistently over time. This is how strong shields are built through daily habits that might seem small or even ordinary, but when put together, become powerful forces that guard and preserve everything you care about. Think about anything valuable in your life, something you want to keep safe and secure. Whether it's your health, your job, your relationships, or your peace of mind, you don't just protect these things by one single act. You protect them by showing up each day, by giving attention, care, and energy consistently. It's like building a wall brick by brick. One brick here, one brick there, each on its own might seem weak. But after enough bricks, you have a wall strong enough to keep out the storm. The same is true for the invisible forces that try to disturb your home and your life. Negative energy, harmful influences, stress, worry, these things do not usually attack all at once. They come slowly, quietly, like drops of water falling on a stone. One drop might not do anything, but over time, those drops carve cracks. If you want to keep your home and your spirit safe, you must create a shield that is just as steady and consistent as those drops. Consistency means making your rituals and habits a part of your daily life. It means waking up every morning with a purpose to protect your space, your mind, and your spirit. It means refusing to allow a day to pass without reinforcing the boundaries you set around your home. You don't wait for something bad to happen and then act. Instead, you act every day so that negativity never has a chance to settle in. The power of consistency lies in repetition. When you repeat an action daily, it becomes a natural part of you, something you don't have to think twice about. It becomes like breathing, automatic, effortless, and essential. And as these protective actions become part of your routine, they start to create an energy around your home that others can feel. This energy is not visible to the eye, but it is real and powerful. It says, "This is a place of peace, not chaos. This is a place where harm is not welcome." Many people underestimate the importance of daily rituals because they seem small and insignificant. They think, if I do this once, it should be enough. Or, I only need to protect my home when something bad happens. But life does not work that way. The forces that cause harm don't announce themselves loudly. They sneak in when you are not paying attention. And if your shield is only there some of the time, it's easy for those forces to slip through the cracks. Think of consistency as the habit of feeding your home with positive energy every day. Just like a plant needs water and sunlight regularly to grow strong, your home needs regular care in the form of positive words, peaceful actions, and calm intentions. If you water a plant once and forget it, it will wither. But if you give it what it needs every day, it flourishes. Your home and your spirit are no different. Consistency also trains your mind and body to expect and create peace. When you commit to protective rituals daily, you develop a sense of responsibility and control over your environment. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start becoming a leader of your space. This mindset is incredibly powerful because it changes how you respond to challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed when negativity tries to enter, you stand firm because your daily rituals have built a strong inner foundation. Another important aspect of consistency is that it builds momentum. The first few days of a new habit can feel hard. You may forget, or it may feel like it's not making a difference. But the more you stick to your routine, the easier it becomes. Your spirit begins to strengthen, your home feels lighter, and you start noticing that negative influences don't linger as long. This momentum is your shield growing stronger every day. Some people ask, what if I miss a day? It's normal to miss sometimes. The key is not to let one missed day become 2 or 3 or a week. When you miss a day, simply start again the next morning. Consistency is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's the determination to keep showing up, no matter the setbacks. Remember, one small step every day adds up to great protection over time. Consistency also teaches your family and those who live with you about the importance of protecting your home. When they see you taking daily steps to maintain peace and positive energy, they are more likely to join you. A home protected by many hands is even stronger, so your daily rituals become a powerful example and an invitation for others to participate in the shield building process. Moreover, consistency in protecting your home doesn't mean your efforts are boring or robotic. It means you become intentional about your daily actions. You learn to see each moment as an opportunity to reinforce peace, kindness, and protection. This kind of focus trains your spirit to be alert and aware, not fearful or anxious. You are not reacting to danger, you are proactively preventing it. The greatest leaders, warriors, and successful people in history have all understood the power of consistency. They know that long-term success, safety, and growth come not from a single dramatic event, but from steady, daily effort. You are the leader of your home. Your daily actions create the atmosphere your family lives in. If you want your home to be a sanctuary free from harm, you must be the one to build the walls that want to disturb it. When you commit to daily care, your home becomes a fortress, a place where peace reigns, where your spirit can rest, and where negativity simply cannot take root. Remember, the greatest power you have is your daily choice. Choose to show up for your home every day. Choose to protect your space with steady, intentional actions. Choose to build your shield brick by brick, moment by moment. When you do, your home will become a place of unstoppable strength and unshakable peace. The words you speak are more powerful than you might realize. They are not just sounds or letters put together. They carry energy. This energy influences your thoughts, your feelings, and the environment around you. When you speak, you send out a kind of vibration that touches everything. Your mind, your family, your home, and even the unseen space around you. Because of this, the words you choose can either build up or tear down, bring peace or cause unrest. Imagine your words as seeds that you plant every time you open your mouth. Some seeds grow into beautiful flowers, filling the air with sweetness and light. Other seeds grow into weeds that choke out the good things and make the garden messy and unhealthy. The same happens with the energy in your home. When you speak positively, you plant good seeds that make your home a place of calm and safety. When you speak negatively, you plant bad seeds that bring tension and discomfort. It is easy to overlook this power because words seem so common. We say many things without thinking: complaints, worries, harsh comments, or careless jokes. But even these small moments add up. If your words are often filled with anger, fear, or doubt, they create a frequency that can attract more of the same energy. Over time, this can make your home feel heavy, stressful, and unsafe. On the other hand, when you use your words to speak kindness, encouragement, and peace, you send out a different kind of vibration. This vibration lifts up the atmosphere and changes the way people feel when they enter your home. It creates a sense of warmth and security. The energy you create with your words shapes not only your own mood, but also the mood of everyone around you. It is important to understand that this effect is not just about what others hear. It is also about how your own mind responds. When you speak negative words, your brain starts to focus on problems and worries. Your heart becomes heavy and your body feels tense. But when you speak positive words, your brain focuses on solutions and hope. Your heart feels lighter and your body relaxes. You become a source of calm energy in your home. Many people do not realize that they are speaking negative words out of habit. It might be a complaint about traffic, frustration with work, or worry about money. These words, repeated day after day, create a background noise of stress that fills your space. The challenge is that this kind of speaking becomes so normal, you stop noticing it. You might even think it's just how things are. But the truth is, you have the power to change this by changing the words you choose. The first step to using your words wisely is becoming aware of what you say. Pay attention to your daily conversations. Are your words mostly complaints or criticism? Are you focusing on what is wrong or what is possible? Do your words bring hope or fear? When you become aware, you can begin to shift your language toward what builds up rather than tears down. It helps to practice speaking words that bring peace into your home. These might be simple phrases like, "Today will be a good day," "We will handle this together," or "Our home is a place of calm." When you say these things often, they become part of the energy that fills your space. Over time, your words create a pattern of peace that others can feel. Another way words carry energy is through tone and feeling. It is not just what you say, but how you say it. When words are spoken with kindness, patience, and love, they carry a soft, healing frequency. When they are spoken with anger, frustration, or fear, they carry a harsh, heavy vibration. This tone is heard not only by the ears but also by the heart and spirit. It can lift people up or bring them down. Sometimes, even silent words we think but do not say aloud, can affect the energy in our home. Our thoughts and inner words create feelings that influence how we behave and how others feel around us. This is why it is important to guard your inner dialogue as well as the words you speak out loud. Positive inner words create a strong foundation for peaceful and protective energy. You might wonder if words really have such a strong effect. Think about times when you walked into a room and immediately felt good or bad without knowing why. Often, this feeling comes from the energy carried by the words spoken there before you arrived. A home where people regularly speak encouraging words will feel lighter and safer. A home filled with harsh words will feel tense and uncomfortable. Using your words to create a protective energy is not difficult, but it requires intention. It means choosing to speak carefully even when you are tired or upset. It means deciding that your home will be a place where words bring healing, not harm. This choice is one of the simplest but most powerful ways to shield your home from negative influences. You can also teach this to others in your home. When children or family members hear you speaking words of encouragement and peace, they learn to do the same. This creates a shared energy that protects the whole household. Everyone becomes part of the effort to build a calm and positive environment. Remember, the energy your words create does not disappear quickly. It stays in your home and in the hearts of those who live there. That is why it is so important to choose words that bring light, hope, and peace. These words build a shield that protects your home from harmful influences and allows love and calm to grow. When you commit to speaking with care, you become a source of strength and protection. Your words become like a shield around your home, pushing away negativity and drawing in positive energy. This is a powerful way to care for your family, your spirit, and your future. In the end, your words are one of the greatest tools you have. They can either break or build, they can destroy or defend. Choose to use them to create a home where peace lives, where hope grows, and where everyone feels safe. So today, begin to watch your words. Speak with intention, speak with kindness, speak with power, and watch as the energy around you changes. Your home becomes a sanctuary, and your life is filled with a new strength that nothing can break. Awareness is the key to protection. Without it, we walk through life blindly, vulnerable to forces we cannot see or understand. But when we become aware, truly aware, we gain the power to recognize what is happening around us and inside us. This awareness acts like a shield, a first line of defense that alerts us to dangers before they take hold. It is the difference between reacting to problems after they happen and preventing those problems from ever entering our lives. Most people go about their daily routines without much thought about the unseen energies that influence their homes and their peace. They might notice when something feels off, a sudden change in mood, tension in the air, or conflict among family members. But often they ignore these signs or dismiss them as normal. This is because awareness is not just about seeing with your eyes. It is about feeling with your whole being. It is about tuning into subtle signals that tell you something needs attention. When you develop awareness, you begin to notice patterns. You see how small moments of negativity, stress, or distraction can build up and create a heavy atmosphere. You recognize that these moments are not random but connected to the energy you and others bring into the home. This understanding allows you to take action early, before negativity grows into conflict or fear. Being aware also means knowing yourself. Your moods, your thoughts, your reactions all send messages into your environment. When you are calm and focused, you contribute to a peaceful atmosphere. When you are anxious or angry, even if you do not speak, your energy can stir unrest. Awareness helps you catch these internal changes and manage them before they affect your home. It teaches you to pause and choose your response instead of reacting out of habit. Sometimes, the biggest threats to your home are not loud or obvious. They come quietly in the form of stress, worry, or bad habits that slowly chip away at your peace. Awareness helps you spot these subtle dangers. For example, you might notice that certain conversations or situations trigger tension. Maybe there are certain times of day when stress rises, or specific people whose energy feels draining. When you are aware, you can make decisions to avoid, change, or prepare for these moments. Developing this kind of awareness takes practice. It means paying attention to how you feel and what is happening around you throughout the day. It means slowing down enough to notice the little things that often go unnoticed. The tone of a voice, a sudden silence, or a shift in energy. It means asking yourself questions like, what is really going on here? Or how is this affecting me and my home? This practice of paying close attention becomes a form of protection. It allows you to detect danger signals early and act before they turn into bigger problems. Without awareness, you leave the door open for negative influences to enter unnoticed. With awareness, you become the guardian of your home, ready to respond with wisdom and calm. Awareness also helps you understand that not all energy is within your control. There will be times when outside forces try to affect your home. Stress from work, difficult people, or unexpected challenges. But when you are aware, you are better equipped to keep these forces from taking root. You can set boundaries, create rituals of peace, and protect your spirit from being overwhelmed. Another important aspect of awareness is listening to your intuition. This inner knowing is a powerful guide that often senses danger before the mind can explain it. When you learn to trust your intuition, you gain an early warning system that helps you stay safe. This might be a feeling of discomfort when entering a room, or a quiet voice inside urging you to take care. Honoring this sense strengthens your defense against negativity. Awareness is also about watching for emotional and mental clutter. Sometimes the biggest threat to your home's peace comes from unresolved feelings and thoughts that build up over time. Awareness helps you identify when you or your loved ones are carrying stress, anger, or fear that needs to be released. Recognizing these feelings early means you can take steps to heal, forgive, or let go, rather than allowing negative emotions to fester and poison the atmosphere. When you develop a habit of daily reflection, you enhance your awareness even more. Taking a few minutes at the end of the day to think about what happened, how you felt, and what energy was present in your home can reveal important insights. You might notice recurring challenges or recognize when peace was strong. This reflection becomes a powerful tool for keeping your home balanced and protected. Awareness is not something you achieve once and then forget. It is a continuous process, like tending a garden. The more attention you give, the healthier and stronger your environment becomes. Just as weeds grow if you stop looking after your plants, negativity can grow if your awareness slips. The good news is that you can always return to this state of alertness and care. When you become aware, you stop blaming circumstances or others for the state of your home. Instead, you take responsibility for the energy you bring and the atmosphere you help create. This sense of responsibility is empowering. It means you have control over your space and can make choices that protect and nurture it. You also learn to communicate better when you are aware. You understand how your words and actions affect others and how to respond with kindness and calm even when situations are difficult. This skill reduces conflict and builds a stronger, more peaceful home. Awareness also teaches patience. It reminds you that change and protection do not happen overnight. It takes time to notice patterns, build good habits, and strengthen your environment. But every step you take with attention and care moves you closer to a home that feels safe, calm, and filled with positive energy. Finally, awareness is the foundation for all the other protective actions you take. Without it, rituals and habits can become mechanical and lose their meaning. With awareness, every action you take is intentional and powerful. It is like the difference between walking in the dark and carrying a light. Awareness shines a light on the things that need attention and guides you to protect your home with purpose. In summary, awareness is your first and most important defense. It is the skill of seeing and feeling what others miss. It helps you catch problems early, Manage your own energy and create boundaries that keep negativity out. It is a daily practice of paying attention to yourself and your environment with care and intention. When you commit to growing your awareness, you become the protector of your home's peace. You no longer live in fear of unseen forces, but you stand firm in your ability to recognize, respond, and shield your space. This awareness gives you strength, clarity, and confidence to build a home where positivity can thrive and where harmful energy simply cannot enter. Awareness is the gift you give yourself and your family. It is the quiet power that holds everything together and keeps your home a sanctuary for all who live there. Energy is a powerful force that flows between people, places, and things. It moves like a current, invisible yet very real. Just like when you catch a cold from someone, energy can be caught too. This means the feelings and moods of those around you affect you more than you might think. If someone is happy and calm, you can feel lighter and more peaceful just by being near them. But if someone is angry, anxious, or upset, their energy can weigh you down and make you feel uneasy without any words being spoken. This is why energy is contagious, and it is important to understand how it works so you can protect your home from negative influences. Imagine walking into a room where people are laughing and enjoying themselves. You automatically feel better just by being there. That's because happiness and joy have a kind of energy that spreads easily. Now imagine walking into a room where people are arguing or feeling stressed. You probably feel tense or uncomfortable, even if you don't know the reason. This shows how strongly the emotions and energy of others can affect you. In your home, the energy that people bring in every day adds up. If that energy is mostly positive, your home will feel warm and welcoming. If it is mostly negative, your home can feel heavy and tense. Negativity is especially contagious because it grabs our attention quickly. When someone is upset or angry, it is easy to get caught up in their feelings. This happens because our brains are wired to notice danger and problems so that we can protect ourselves. While this instinct helps us in emergencies, it can also make us focus too much on negative energy and allow it to spread. When negative energy is shared in a home, it can cause stress, arguments, and sadness. It can also make people feel tired and unhappy, even if nothing bad is happening. Because energy spreads so easily, it's very important to be careful about the kind of energy you bring into your home. If you carry stress from work, frustration from traffic, or worry about problems outside, you might unknowingly bring that energy inside and affect the mood of everyone there. Even if you do not say anything, your energy can be felt. That is why it is important to find ways to release or change negative energy before you enter your home. This might mean taking a few deep breaths, practicing a moment of calm, or reminding yourself to leave the day's worries at the door. It's also important to be aware of the energy of visitors and family members who come into your home. Sometimes people carry their own worries and struggles that can affect the entire household. This does not mean you have to reject or ignore them. Instead, it means you need to be mindful of how energy flows and find ways to keep the atmosphere balanced and peaceful. This could be by creating routines that bring calm, like lighting a candle, playing soft music, or speaking kind words when people enter. One of the best ways to protect your home from negative energy is by creating a strong habit of positivity. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions, gratitude, and peace. When you make this choice daily, you send out an energy that pushes back against negativity. Like a shield, this positive energy helps keep your home safe from bad influences and creates a space where love and calm can grow. Negativity can also come from inside your own mind. When you think worried, angry, or doubtful thoughts over and over, you create negative energy that affects your spirit and your home. These inner thoughts are just as contagious as the feelings of others because they shape how you act and speak. This is why it is so important to guard your thoughts and bring your attention to positive, hopeful ideas. Changing your inner energy changes the energy of your entire home. Sometimes, negativity spreads because people don't realize how their energy affects others. It might come from bad habits like complaining, gossiping, or focusing only on what's wrong. These habits can become the background noise of your home, making it harder for peace to grow. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can help change them. You can encourage yourself and those around you to speak words of kindness, offer help, and practice patience. These small changes create a ripple effect that transforms the energy in your home. It is important to remember that energy flows both ways. When you bring positive energy, you not only protect your home, but also lift the spirits of those who live there. Your calmness can calm others. Your smile can brighten a room. Your encouragement can give hope to someone who is struggling. This is why your role in managing energy is so powerful. You have the ability to start a chain reaction of peace and happiness simply by choosing your energy every day. Another way energy spreads is through physical spaces. The way your home looks and feels can hold energy. Clutter, mess, and disorder often carry heavy, confusing energy that makes people feel stressed. On the other hand, clean, organized, and beautiful spaces invite calm and clarity. Taking care of your home by cleaning regularly, opening windows for fresh air, and arranging your space with care helps keep the energy flowing positively. This makes it easier to keep negativity from settling in. Music, light, and nature also affect the energy of your home. Soft music, bright natural light, and plants bring fresh, vibrant energy that lifts the spirit. These elements create an environment that supports positive feelings and keeps negative energy at bay. When you surround yourself with things that inspire peace and joy, you make it easier to maintain a healthy, happy space. Energy is contagious, but that also means you can choose what kind of energy you share. You can decide to be a source of light instead of darkness. You can choose to spread calm instead of stress. You can decide that your home will be a place where positive energy flows freely and negativity finds no room to grow. This choice is not always easy, but it is always worth it. In the end, understanding how energy spreads gives you power. It helps you see why some days your home feels peaceful and other days tense. It explains why you might feel better or worse depending on who you spend time with. Most importantly, it reminds you that you are not helpless. You have control over the energy you bring into your life and the energy you allow inside your home. So, take time each day to check in with yourself. Notice what kind of energy you are carrying and how it affects those around you. Look at your home and ask if it feels light or heavy. Make small changes to clear out negative energy and invite in peace. Speak kindly to yourself and others. Care for your space with love and attention. These simple actions create a strong, positive energy that protects your home and everyone in it. When you accept that energy is contagious, you become more careful, more aware, and more intentional. You understand that your mood, your words, and your actions matter deeply. You step into the role of guardian for your home spirit. This is how you build a place where happiness grows, worries fade, and peace reigns. Remember, just as negativity spreads quickly, so does positivity. Your energy can be the spark that lights up your home and keeps darkness away. Every choice you make about your energy is a step toward a stronger, safer, and more joyful life. And that is a power no one can take from you. Stillness is one of the most powerful tools you can have, even though it might seem quiet or small. In a world full of noise, movement, and endless activity, choosing stillness can feel like going against the flow. But it is in those quiet moments, when you stop rushing and settle your mind and body, that you find true strength. Stillness is a weapon because it gives you control, clarity, and peace, which protect you and your home from harmful influences. When life is busy and chaotic, it is easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and distractions. This constant noise inside and outside your mind creates confusion and stress. It makes it hard to see clearly or make good decisions. But when you learn to be still, when you stop all the busyness even for a few moments, you create space. Space where your mind can rest, your heart can calm down, and your spirit can gather strength. This quiet space acts like armor. It shields you from the storms of fear, anger, and negativity that try to pull you down. When you are still, you are not reacting to every situation with panic or frustration. Instead, you respond with calm and thoughtfulness. This calmness is powerful because it stops problems from growing. It prevents small annoyances from turning into big conflicts. It helps you protect the energy of your home by keeping the atmosphere peaceful. Stillness also gives you the chance to connect with yourself deeply. In the silence, you can hear your own thoughts clearly. You can notice what you are feeling and what your needs are. This kind of connection helps you understand where negative feelings or fears are coming from. When you know this, you can choose not to let those feelings control you. You become stronger because you are aware of what is happening inside, and you have the power to change it. Many people fear stillness because it can bring uncomfortable thoughts or feelings to the surface. But this is exactly why stillness is a weapon. Facing these inner challenges without running away makes you brave and strong. It is like standing firm in the middle of a battle, refusing to be shaken. The more you practice being still and facing yourself, the more you build resilience. You become a fortress that negativity cannot break through. Stillness also helps you find clarity. When your mind is noisy, it is hard to see what is true and what is just fear or confusion. But in stillness, your thoughts settle like dust in the air. Suddenly, you can see things clearly. Your problems, your strengths, and your next steps. This clear vision helps you make better choices for yourself and your home. It stops you from reacting out of fear or frustration and allows you to act with wisdom and calm. When you create moments of stillness every day, you train your mind and body to relax even during difficult times. This training builds a habit of calmness that becomes natural. When a challenge comes, you don't panic. You breathe deeply, pause, and respond with peace. This response is a powerful defense against negative energy because it refuses to feed fear or anger. It creates a barrier that protects your spirit and your home. Stillness is also a way to find balance. Life often pulls us in many directions: work, family, worries, and endless tasks. Without pause, this can drain your energy and make you feel overwhelmed. But when you practice stillness, you reset. You recharge your body and mind. You remind yourself that you are in control of your time and your energy. This balance is important because when you are strong and rested, you naturally create a protective energy around your home. Another strength of stillness is that it allows you to listen more deeply, not just to yourself, but to others and the world around you. In the quiet, you notice things that go unheard in the noise. You might pick up on feelings that need attention or opportunities for peace that were hidden before. This awareness helps you respond with kindness and understanding, which strengthens the bonds in your home. Strong bonds are like walls of protection that keep harmful influences away. Stillness also helps you avoid unnecessary conflict. When people rush to react with anger or fear, problems grow quickly. But when you are still, you can choose whether to speak or act. You create a space between what happens and how you respond. This space is a powerful weapon because it allows you to avoid saying or doing things that cause harm. It keeps the energy in your home calm and respectful. It is important to remember that stillness does not mean doing nothing. It means choosing when to act and when to pause. Sometimes the best way to win a battle is to step back, breathe, and wait for the right moment. This patience is a form of strength. It shows wisdom and control, which protect you from making mistakes driven by anger or fear. Stillness also supports your physical health. When your body is calm, your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, and your muscles relax. This physical calmness helps your mind stay clear and strong. When your body and mind work together in stillness, you become more resilient to stress and negativity. This resilience is like a shield that protects your home's peace. Practicing stillness can be as simple as sitting quietly for a few minutes each day, focusing on your breath, or taking a slow walk in nature. These small moments build a habit of calm that spreads into every part of your life. Over time, you find that you respond to challenges with a quiet strength that surprises even yourself. Stillness is also a way to reclaim your power. In busy moments, it feels like life controls you. But in stillness, you control life. You decide how to feel, how to think, and how to act. This sense of control is the foundation of protection because it stops negative energy from pushing you around. You stand firm, like a mountain that cannot be moved by the wind. When you bring stillness into your home, you create a place where peace lives. People feel safe because they know that calmness is the rule, not the exception. This calmness attracts positive energy and repels anything that tries to disturb the peace. Your home becomes a sanctuary, a stronghold where love and calm grow every day. Stillness also teaches humility. It reminds you that you do not have to have all the answers or control everything. Sometimes the greatest power is in waiting and trusting that clarity will come. This humility opens the door to patience and peace, which protect your spirit and your home. Finally, stillness is a weapon because it is a choice. Every day, you decide whether to rush into chaos or step into calm. You choose whether to react with fear or respond with peace. This choice is yours, and it makes all the difference. When you choose stillness, you choose strength, protection, and peace. You choose to guard your home and your spirit with the most powerful weapon you have. The atmosphere around you is more than just the physical space. It is the feeling, the mood, and the energy that fill your home and influence everyone who lives there. This atmosphere shapes how you and your family grow, how you develop your character, your habits, and your relationships. The environment you create at home is like the soil where seeds are planted. If the soil is rich, cared for, and full of life, the seeds will grow strong and healthy. But if the soil is dry, neglected, or full of weeds, the seeds will struggle to survive or never reach their full potential. The same is true for the atmosphere in your home. It determines the kind of growth you and your loved ones will experience. Creating a positive atmosphere means more than just keeping the house clean or decorating it nicely. It means filling the space with feelings of safety, respect, encouragement, and love. These feelings are the nutrients that help people grow. When everyone feels safe and valued, they are more willing to take risks, learn from mistakes, and support one another. This kind of environment encourages growth in confidence, patience, kindness, and many other qualities that build a strong family and a strong home. Think about a time when you felt truly welcomed and comfortable in a place. How did that feeling affect you? Most likely, you felt relaxed, open, and willing to share your thoughts and dreams. This shows how powerful atmosphere is in shaping how people behave and grow. When you create a warm, positive atmosphere, you help the people around you become their best selves. On the other hand, if the atmosphere is tense, critical, or full of fear, growth is slowed or stopped altogether. In such an environment, people often feel unsafe to express themselves. They may hide their true feelings, avoid trying new things, or become defensive and distant. This kind of atmosphere acts like rocky, infertile soil where little can flourish. Over time, the negative atmosphere weakens relationships and stifles personal growth. The atmosphere you create is largely shaped by your own actions, words, and attitudes. Your daily behavior sets the tone for the entire home. If you approach challenges with patience and calm, it encourages others to do the same. If you speak words of encouragement and kindness, it builds others up and creates a culture of support. Your example teaches those around you how to act and how to treat each other. It's important to recognize that creating a positive atmosphere takes consistent effort. It is not about being perfect, but about being intentional every day. Small acts of kindness, moments of understanding, and choices to stay calm during difficult times all add up. These daily choices shape the mood and energy of your home, creating a safe place where growth can happen naturally. The atmosphere also influences how you handle conflicts and challenges. In a healthy atmosphere, problems are seen as opportunities to learn and grow, not reasons to blame or fear. When people feel supported, they are more likely to communicate openly and work together to find solutions. This teamwork strengthens relationships and builds a foundation of trust and respect. When growth happens in a positive atmosphere, it spreads beyond the home. The confidence, patience, and kindness developed within the family begin to show in other areas of life, work, friendships, and community. This means the atmosphere you create doesn't just affect your home, it affects the world around you. It's also important to create an atmosphere that encourages learning and curiosity. When people feel safe to ask questions, explore new ideas, and make mistakes without judgment, they grow in wisdom and creativity. This kind of environment nurtures problem-solving skills and helps everyone become better equipped to face life's challenges. Another part of creating the right atmosphere is managing the energy you bring into your home. If you carry stress, anger, or worry inside, it changes the mood and makes it harder for others to grow. Finding ways to release negative energy before entering your home, like deep breathing, meditation, or quiet reflection, helps keep the atmosphere calm and supportive. The atmosphere you create is not just about feelings, it also affects physical health and well-being. Stressful, tense environments can lead to illness and fatigue. Peaceful, loving atmospheres promote relaxation, better sleep, and overall health. This shows how deeply connected our environment is to every part of our lives. Listening is a key part of creating a good atmosphere. When people feel heard and understood, they feel respected and valued. This respect encourages them to share more openly and grow emotionally and mentally. Taking time each day to listen without judgment or interruption builds trust and deepens relationships. Gratitude is another powerful tool for shaping atmosphere. When people focus on what they appreciate instead of what is missing or wrong, the mood brightens. Gratitude encourages positive thinking and reduces complaints and negativity. A home filled with thankfulness becomes a place where joy and growth are natural. The atmosphere you create is also shaped by how you celebrate successes and milestones. Recognizing achievements, no matter how small, encourages continued effort and growth. Celebrations bring people together and build a sense of accomplishment and motivation. It's normal for difficult days or moments to happen. Creating a positive atmosphere does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means facing challenges with a mindset focused on growth and healing. When problems arise, addressing them calmly and respectfully keeps the atmosphere healthy and teaches valuable lessons in patience and resilience. The way you speak to yourself inside your mind also affects the atmosphere. If you are harsh or critical with yourself, it creates tension and stress that others can feel. Practicing kindness and patience with yourself models the behavior you want in your home and helps maintain a positive environment. The atmosphere also influences habits. In a supportive, positive environment, people are more likely to develop good routines. Healthy eating, regular rest, exercise, and time for relaxation. These habits contribute to growth in physical, emotional, and mental health. Creating a positive atmosphere is a gift you give yourself and your family. It requires awareness, effort, and patience, but returns so much in happiness, strength, and growth. It builds a home where people feel safe to be themselves and strong enough to reach for their dreams. Every day is a chance to shape the atmosphere in your home. The choices you make, how you speak, how you act, how you handle stress, create the energy that others feel and respond to. By choosing positivity, kindness, and calm, you prepare the ground for growth in every part of your life. When you focus on creating the right atmosphere, you become a leader in your home. You guide the mood and energy, setting an example of how to live with strength, peace, and hope. This leadership does not rely on control or force, but on creating a space where everyone can grow freely and confidently. Remember, the atmosphere you create is always working, even when you don't notice. It shapes the way people think, feel, and behave. It determines the quality of your relationships and the strength of your home. By taking responsibility for this atmosphere, you take control of your family's growth and your own future. The growth you experience will mirror the atmosphere you create. If you want a home filled with love, joy, and success, start by creating an atmosphere that supports those things. Invest in kindness, patience, respect, and hope. These qualities are the soil that nurtures every seed of growth, helping it bloom into something beautiful and strong. In the end, the atmosphere is not just about the space around you. It is about the life within you and those you care for. When you create the right environment, you open the door to endless possibilities for growth and happiness. This is the true power you have as the creator of your home's atmosphere. So today, I challenge you to take this truth deeply into your heart. The atmosphere you create in your home is the soil from which every part of your life will grow. You have the power to nurture it with kindness, patience, and respect. You have the ability to transform your space into a sanctuary of peace and strength. When you do this, you are not just protecting your home. You are planting seeds for a future filled with growth, joy, and resilience. Remember, every small choice you make every single day shapes the energy around you. Choose wisely. Choose to build an atmosphere that lifts everyone up and opens doors to new possibilities. Your home can become a place where dreams are born, where challenges are met with courage, and where love grows stronger with each passing day. The power is in your hands. Create the atmosphere, foster the growth, and watch as your life and those you love flourish beyond what you ever imagined possible. Thank you